Hello, hello, it's time for my February Patreon reveal. In December, we did these membership cards. In January, I made these stickers. And this month, I wanted to make a Pulp Fiction style postcard. I went searching for some public domain shots of pinups for reference, and I found this picture of Ramsey Ames, who's a movie star from the 40s, and I got to work sketching her portrait. And yes, I do draw right on the photo. And no, that's not cheating. I never realized that it was considered like a controversial move to draw directly on a photo. Since first grade, when people would accuse you of tracing something, and it was like the biggest insult. Until I shared a video of myself drawing directly on top of a photo, and got comments from people saying lazy and things like that. Only then did I realize that people still have this mindset that art has to be hard for it to be worth something. And I already know that people have this mindset because they expect your price to be based on how long something takes you, when they don't take into account that perhaps I've spent 20 years practicing so that I can do something very well very quickly, and that is worth money too. And the only reason in my mind that I would draw from sight at this point would just be to prove that I could do it, which I already proved when I was in college and did figure drawing constantly. And I think there's a misconception that art needs to be a struggle and there needs to be blood, sweat, and tears. And some art is like that, but it doesn't inherently make it more valuable than other art. And art is so incredibly subjective. It's really about what it's worth to whoever's consuming it. But for me, I've done my job when I have gotten to the end of a piece and I like how it looks. I don't look at a piece that I did and think, this looks pretty cool, but it only took me a half an hour, so it's not real art. I created this, I drew it, I made it. I had tools to help me because we live in a modern age where we have tools like Photoshop. Wow, didn't plan on doing a whole rant during this video, but all this to say, I'm proud of this piece. I don't feel badly about it. I don't feel that I cheated. And if you do feel that way, I would encourage you to turn that energy toward AI art instead of actual living artists. Anyway, getting back on track, we're still working on this postcard, and I'm going through a few different color options here just to figure out which color scheme I like best. And for a little while I sort of land on this olive green. By the way, don't know what happened to the cent symbol, but I had to draw my own. Couldn't find one anywhere. This is the back of the postcard, where you would write and put the address. And ultimately I did decide to go with red, and here is the finished postcard. Isn't it beautiful? I'm shipping these out today. And if you are a Mod Squad tier patron, you can expect one in the mail soon. And if you want to join in on the snail mail fun, it's only $8 a month on my Patreon. There's a link in my bio.